educator, and speaker. She works with individuals, families, small and large groups, adults, children, and she offers fulfillment workshops, talks, and retreats. They're high content, they're interactive, they're filled with fun and insight and teachable moments, which we all need. She shares her skills and methods with her audience to enhance their lives for happiness, harmonious living, enjoying deep relationships, personal growth, and well-being. She has an intense passion to coach, mentor, and guide individuals and families to grow and live your truth and life's dreams. With that, Erin Berry.
Thank you, Tina. It is very wonderful to be with you guys here today. I am thrilled to share this time with you. Do you have truths in your life? Today, you are going to learn truths to live your life journey with trust. You know, as well as I know, that life has its real shitty, down in the dump moments, how did I get here moments. One night I was driving home from my daughter's swim meet. I was using Google Maps to direct me home. I ended up missing my exit. I was in a construction zone, so I was not able to turn around. The next exit wasn't for another 10 miles. I took that next exit, so I was going even more in the wrong direction than what I wanted to be going. I did not know where I was. I was trusting Google Maps was going to get me to where I needed to go, but there was a lot of doubt and uncertainty in me that I was feeling. I was driving, lost, wondering, was I really going to get where I wanted to go? How long is it going to take me to get where I want to go? I was driving lost in the dark for a really long time. But it wasn't just that drive where I was wondering, where am I going? It was also in my life. I was questioning so many things in my life at the time. Where was life going? Where was life leading me? That wrong turn, that detour, took me to an unfamiliar place. I didn't know where I was going. I had to trust Google Maps that it was going to get me there. And I decided that, you know what, just like I'm going to trust this Google Maps, I'm going to trust myself, my awareness, and being connected to what I want, that I am going to get where I want to go as well. I had to choose to trust that I am still going to get to where I want to go. I am still going to achieve everything that I want to achieve. Traveling lost in the dark. Our life journeys are very often traveling lost in the dark and having to choose to trust our awareness and connecting to where it is that we want to go. I don't know how many times you've had the detours in your life, but I want you to know you're not alone. We all take those wrong turns like I did that night, and how we do in our lives, not knowing if we're going in the right direction or the wrong direction, but needing to trust that we're going to get to where we want to. Learning the truths in our life, awareness, connecting, and creating builds the trust that we will get to where we want to with our life journeys. Do you want to know what was going on in my life that night? It was one of those breakdown moments for me. I didn't know where life was going. I was struggling to make this work. I was struggling to be the difference maker that I am in people's lives. I was struggling to be a solo entrepreneur trying to start my business. I was struggling financially, raising 3 active teenagers and trying to start the business. I didn't know exactly how I was going to get to where I wanted, and I kept on feeling those detours taking me here and taking me there and wondering, how long is it going to take me to get there? If you would have been in my mind that day, you would have felt the thoughts just zipping through my mind. Am I going to get there? Is this really worth it? What am I losing? How long is it going to take me there? Can I really do this? So that night, driving on that detour, I was lost in the gap between point A and point B. How am I going to get there? So I decided to trust Google Maps, even though sometimes in my car it's actually glitchy. So I decided I'm going to trust Google Maps. And I decided, you know what, just like I can trust Google Maps, I can trust my awareness and connecting that I am going to get to where I want to in my life. How do you trust that you are going to get to where you want to in your life when you are stuck in that gap between point A and point B, not knowing how you're going to get there? Learning to trust is one of the hardest things in our life that we can do because we're always on detours in our life. It's never a straight shot from point A to point B. There are always detours and there are always twists and turns. If you are like me, you do want to create the life of your dreams and desires. You want to live your truth. A question that I ask myself, I wonder if you have also asked yourself, am I fully living? I am so happy and grateful to ask the question, am I fully living? Asking this question opens me to awareness, and it opens me to expanding my awareness and trust and connecting to my inner being. It opens me to living my truth. Living your truth is being your authentic, genuine being. It is doing what's most important to you. It is experiencing happiness and fulfillment, creating the life of your dreams and desires. Living your truth, you wake with energy, enthusiasm, and excitement to experience, to play, and to create a new day. Living your truth, you enjoy the moments of your life journey in the present moment. Living your truth, you go to sleep feeling filled with love, joy, and gratitude for the day and for your life. Living your truth creates the trust in your life that you are going to get to where you want to go. Living your truth begins with awareness. Awareness is knowing what's most important to you. It's knowing your values, knowing your goals, and knowing your visions so that you are able to get from point A to point B, even when there are detours and twists and turns along your life. Do you know what your core values, goals, and vision are? Do you know what's most important to you? Defining my values connected me to my inner being, my internal guidance system. When I got connected to my values and what's most important to me, that's when I started creating the life that I wanted to live. That's when I started being my authentic, genuine being. It's when I started doing what was most important to me. Instead of living by others' expectations and to make others happy, that's when I started creating my own life. That's when I started living my truth. Values are a belief that is meaningful to you. Your values are unique to you and align with who you are. Values are your priorities that tell you how to spend your time right here, right now. Stephen Covey says about values are the source of our passions in life, and they help us determine where we focus our energies. Goals bring meaning to your life. Your goals are those things in your life that guide you to do your thing. Values is the image of the person you want to be. It's the image of what you want to do and what you want to experience, how you want to live. It's also how you want to feel when you're being, doing, and experiencing the vision that you have for your life. When you clarify your values, and when you define your goals and create the vision for the life that you want to live, you are creating your internal guidance system so that you create trust in your life that you are going to live your truth and create the life of your dreams and desires. Experiencing who you want to be, experiencing what's most important to you, so that you are creating the life of your dreams and desires. Do you know what your values are, what's most important to you? Do you know what your goals and what your vision is? My grandpa owned Sunrise Resort. Every year, we would go for a family week reunion. It was my mom's family, 16 siblings. We would all gather. The first weekend, there would be 80 to 100 of us in a pretty small resort area, and there wasn't very much family drama. The reason why there wasn't very much family drama is because we knew the reason we were there. The purpose for us being there was my grandpa and my grandma gathering us all together for connecting and fun. The connecting carried through. Cousins became friends. Aunts and uncles were confidants and supporters. My experience being connected to family at Sunrise Resort created the seed of an idea in my mind. I wanted to buy Sunrise Resort. I wanted to have retreats at Sunrise Resort so that other people could come and experience connecting, creating the bonds of love, laughter, and fun that my family enjoyed when we were together. That seed of an idea was a dream. I imagined owning Sunrise Resort. I imagined directing retreats at Sunrise Resort. Anais Nin wrote, "There came a time when the risk to remain tight in the bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom." I've experienced multiple transformations and transitions in my life. One of those transitions came from me working in an IT position of being a system administrator to being a difference maker and having my business Live Your Truth journey. I ended up working in IT as a system administrator for one company for over 20 years. Now, being a system administrator was something that I did have interest in. I did enjoy troubleshooting all the problems and issues that there are in IT with all of the technology, but it's not what I had a passion for. So as the years went by, and especially once I had my kids, my interests went down. I was not motivated to continue my education to stay up to date with the evolving technology that is in IT. All through this time, I kept my passion and my desire to own Sunrise Resort and to direct retreats. It was about 10 years ago that we were told the company I worked for was going to be acquisitioned by another company. I thought that I was going to be losing my job with that acquisition. So that little seed of an idea that I had to own Sunrise Resort and direct retreats bloomed into the idea, and I made the decision that I am going to start Live Your Truth. I started as Live Your Truth seminars with the big vision that I would be directing retreats someday. So I started speaking. I didn't do too terribly much with it because I was still working in the IT position at the same time. I was never able to do that much with it. The new company ended up having a position for me. So at the time, I decided that because I needed some steadiness in my life, I needed to stay with the IT company because I was raising my 3 young kids. I stayed with them for another 10 years. And those 10 years were up and down struggles, wondering, what am I going to do? And many times questioning, why am I still doing Live Your Truth? Why am I holding on to Live Your Truth and doing this in such the few spare moments that I have? Well, the reason why I held on to that was because that's what my passion was. I would always do personal growth. I wasn't going to stop doing personal growth. Personal growth was something part of who I am. Personal growth is one of my core values, and personal growth is one of the core values of what Live Your Truth is. So during those ups and downs in the IT business, there was one particular time that was really bad, and I'm like, what can I do to create more money? So that point, I added life coaching certificate and added life coaching, and it was still up and down. I still wasn't able to put as much time into the coaching as I wanted to. It was in the beginning of 2021 that there was a meeting they pulled us into, and they told us they were going to outsource system management. System management was 80 to 90% of all of IT. So that did include me, and it was quite the shock. For me, it was the opportunity that I had been waiting for. It was the opportunity that I had been looking for. I wasn't willing to take the risk to branch off and do my business, Live Your Truth, without having that financial cushion under me. At that time, 10 years ago, deciding to stay with the IT company, that was me trusting that putting my kids and prioritizing that steady paycheck for myself and my kids was what was most important. Well, now I had that financial cushion. So I decided that I get to trust this, and I get to really put my faith and trust into my business, Live Your Truth journey. I became Live Your Truth journey to align more with what I am. I am very grateful that I held on to my passion and I kept Live Your Truth through all those 10 years that I stayed with that IT company, so that now I am doing what I have a passion for. I am now doing Live Your Truth journey as my job. Choosing what's most important to you is very important so that you can live your truth. Are your choices made by your values and what's most important to you? Taking the risk in your life is definitely a gamble. You will need to be vulnerable. You will need to be willing to take those detours along your life. Trusting your internal guidance system that even though you don't know how you're going to get there, somehow from point A to point B, you're going to twist and turn and take a detour here and there, but you are going to get there. Trusting your internal guidance system is being aware of what's most important to you. And it is connecting to your inner wisdom so that you have that internal guidance system for you. Connecting to your dreams and desires is a truth in life. A question that I am always asking myself so that I am connecting to my dreams and desires is what I shared earlier. Am I fully living? And also, what's most important to me? What do you want? Are you fully living? Or are you lost on an unexpected detour in your life right now? The Dalai Lama says, the purpose of life is to be happy. Living life to be happy is choosing to be who you want to be, is choosing to do what's most important to you so that you are experiencing happiness and fulfillment and creating the life of your dreams and desires. Your dreams and desires bring meaning into your life. Your dreams and desires are your goals that as you experience them and achieve them, you feel that you are fulfilling your life dreams and desires. You feel that your life is a success. It is your journeys and your experiences that are continually opening you up to your awareness and where you are in this present moment. And you're continually needing to connect to what's most important to you now, creating your internal guidance system. Knowing what happiness is to you creates your purpose in life. Purpose and passion can be big, scary words, but your purpose doesn't have to be big. You don't have to change the world. Your passions fulfill your purpose. Your dreams and desires fulfill your passion. And your dreams and desires are those things that bring happiness into your life because it's what's most important to you. So your purpose, just like the Dalai Lama says, is for you to be happy, experiencing life fully. If you are like me, you want to be continually growing. You want to be aware of what's most important to you. You want to be connected to your internal wisdom so that you have your own internal guidance system, helping you choose what's most important to you right now so that you are prioritizing what you need to. Just like that night when I was driving lost in the dark, I chose to trust my internal guidance system that I should keep on pursuing, live your truth. Goals help you to be connected so that you are staying on your life path. When a detour takes you off, you aren't off for too long. You get back on your life path journey, leading you to where you want to go, so that you are being your authentic being, doing what's most important to you, experiencing happiness and fulfillment. It is trusting that your choices, you're living by your values, by your goals, and your vision. Have you ever felt out of balance? All of life's experiences and moments create ups and downs. Life balance is something that you'll experience for a moment or two, and then life happens. You are back out of balance. The experiences in life end up creating life balance when we're connected to our internal guidance system. Our life journeys are up and down just like a teeter-totter. Do you remember being on the teeter-totter when you were a kid? Your hair flying, legs dangling as you would soar up, and then you would come gliding back down, your knees tucking into your chest, crouching low, and you would spring back up again, and you would be up and down. When you would hit the bottom, you would get jostled and bumped, and you would need to center yourself again. And then up at the top, you would actually get bumped and jostled at the top as well, and you would need to get connected and center yourself again. Do you remember, as a kid, trying to slow the teeter-totter down and find the balance in the center, arms outstretched wide? If you actually achieved that balance, you never held it that long. You knew as a kid you wanted the ups and downs on the teeter-totter. You wanted the thrill of going up and down. Balance is created when you trust your inner being. How many of you are parents? Do you remember bringing your newborn baby home, never knowing when your baby was going to sleep, eat, or want to play? You would experience a few days of the same schedule, and you would relax into the thought of knowing, I'm going to have time for this or that, or I'm going to have time for a longer sleep at night. But no, sorry, your baby's not on a schedule. Baby's growth and change happen so fast, it's very easy to see. But we are always continually changing and growing. The journeys are up and down, just like being a parent. The different moments in our life need different priorities in our life. being a parent changes many priorities. Being a parent, your journey changes. You end up having a lot more detours because your priorities change. What are the experiences and the moments of your life that are bumping and jostling you? Balance is continually learning what's most important to you. Balance is created with your awareness to what's most important to you so that you are connected to your inner wisdom and you have your internal guidance system to lead you. Where are you feeling out of balance now? What detour are you experiencing right now? Being lost in the dark, feeling out of balance, is an invitation for you to be connected to what's most important right now. It's an invitation for you to trust your inner being. Your inner being is your values, your goals, and your vision. And life ends up being like a roller coaster ride. You're gonna twist and turn being on a track. The roller coaster will have sudden turns that slow you down, and it's going to have quick drops that speed you up. When you're choosing to trust your inner being, it's like being on that roller coaster ride. Because that roller coaster ride, even with the twists and turns, the sudden drops, you always safely arrive at the end. Your life journey and trusting your inner wisdom, your internal guidance system, is like being on that roller coaster with the twists and turns. You know you're going to safely end where you want. Life is like that roller coaster ride, and life is a journey. It is not the destination that brings your happiness, your fulfillment, the balance in life. It is the journey, the experiences along your life path that bring you your happiness and your balance. Having desire and clarity for what you want is from all your experiences of life. Because the different experiences through your life, like being a parent, bring new awareness to you. Your goals are continually changing because of the new experiences, the new ideas, and the new knowledge that you get from those experiences. Melody Beattie said, "Gratitude turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos into order, confusion into clarity. It makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow." Gratitude helps us to be connected and centered to what's most important to us. Gratitude is those experiences of good and bad. But one of the things about gratitude is that you don't need to label experiences as bad, because those experiences are bringing clarity into your life of what's most important. One of the powerful ways that I use gratitude is to turn those negative moments of frustration into moments of fulfillment and gratitude, feeling love and joy, so that you're feeling gratitude gracefully rather than being frustrated and fuming. There was one night I was doing dishes. My hands were immersed in the warm, sudsy water. My kids were in the other room doing homework. It was spread out around the table, and I could just hear them picking on each other and teasing each other. They were laughing and having a good time. All I could think about was that they weren't doing their homework. which meant they would be slow getting in the shower, they would be slow getting ready for bed. There was no way they were going to be in bed on time, which then meant I wasn't going to get some quiet time for myself, sitting down, reading, or journaling with a cup of tea or a glass of wine. If you were with me in the kitchen that night, you would have seen me getting tenser and more frustrated. My voice raised to reach them above their laughter. Get your homework done. Do your homework. In more and more exaggerated and aggravated ways. Somehow, I took a breath and asked myself, what's most important? And I realized my kids' homework and their cleanliness was not what was most important to me. What was most important to me then, and still is, are their relationships with one another. Our family being a happy and connected family. My heart warmed like my hands in the warm water, and I was able to finish the dishes, feeling love and gratitude that my kids did have good relationships with one another, and we were a happy and connected family. I don't know if homework was completed, if showers were taken, if I got some of that quiet time that I so desperately wanted for myself that night. But what I did take from that night and from that moment on, most of the time, when I am frustrated and fuming in those moments, I'm able to take a deep breath, connect to myself, and ask, what's most important to me now? Gratitude is a powerful tool to get connected in the moment, asking yourself what's most important, so that you are open to your awareness, connecting to your inner wisdom, so that you are choosing what's most important to you and creating the life that you want to live. Connecting to what's most important to you is a truth in life. Abraham says to live in the what is of your day with wanted and unwanted, and to focus primarily on the wanted is the formula for a joyous life experience. If you're like me, you want to be aware of what's most important to you so that you are choosing to do and experience the things that are most important to you, so that you will be your authentic, genuine being, experiencing happiness and fulfillment in your life. What are you grateful for right now? Choosing gratitude is trusting your awareness and your connection. It's part of choosing your attitude. You need to trust and choose that your gratitude is going to create the life that you want. Just like that night driving lost in the dark, I had to choose what was most important to me. I had to choose that I would connect to my inner being and trust that internal guidance system. I had to remember that gratitude that I felt years ago, that the seed of an idea I had at my grandpa's resort was creating the life that I wanted. What are you choosing in your life's moments? Growth and life are circular. You are continually growing and you are continually expanding. With all the different experiences in your life moments, you become aware. Because of the new experiences, you get those new ideas, you get new knowledge. So you grow and you expand more in all of the moments, continually becoming who you want to be, continually doing what's most important to you, so that you are experiencing happiness and fulfillment. Our growth is endless waves of transformation. It is all our experiences through life that give us growth. T.S. Eliot said that every moment is a fresh beginning. It is your path on your journey. It is your life experiences that bring you all of your awareness. And it is your choice to connect to your inner wisdom so that you are creating the life that you want to live. It is you choosing to trust your internal guidance system. How many of you are familiar with the big rocks analogy? Yeah. The big rocks in life, you need to put them first. If you don't put your big rocks first, then you're not going to create the life that you want to live. The big rocks in your life are those things that don't have any money value. It is your happiness. It is your health and well-being. It is your relationships, the most important relationships in your life. And it is also your personal and spiritual growth. The medium rocks in your life are those things that bring comfort to you and provide that comfort for you. So it is your business and your career. It is your home. It is your vehicle. And it is that financial security and being able to give. The pebbles in your life are all those other things of this and that, other commitments in your life that pull your attention away from what's most important to you. You need to put your big rocks first, ahead of those little pebbles, so that you are creating the life that you want to live. When you put your big rocks first, you are trusting your inner wisdom and your internal guidance system. Are you putting your big rocks first? Creating the life that you want to live is trusting the journey. It is trusting your awareness, being connected to your internal wisdom, that you will continue to do what's most important to you, and create the life of your dreams and desires. Henry David Thoreau said, "If a person advances confidently in the direction of their dreams and endeavors to live the life they have imagined, they will meet with success in unexpected hours." Just after my 40th birthday, I saw the truths in my life really creating my life. I began reflecting with my birthday in November, and I continue planning through December into the new year. I was planning, making a mental list of all the things that I wanted in the coming year, and I was really feeling the lack of everything that I wanted. Somehow, I was able to connect to myself in that moment, and I was able to see where I was, where I am, and where I'm going. For me, it was one of those moments of truly knowing that I am a whole being. I hadn't imagined being where I was at my 40th birthday. I had just gotten home from a vacation with my kids. It was not something that we were able to do on a regular basis. I had just signed the purchase for a new home. I was being a difference maker in people's lives, doing my business. The home that we were in had many characteristics and features of what my dream home would have. For me, this was an experience of really realizing that I can trust my internal guidance system. I had tears of gratitude streaming down my cheeks, and I was laughing with joy. I was so thrilled to have this moment of knowing that I can trust my internal guidance system. It was one of those moments of success, unexpected in the common hours. Wayne Dyer said, "Everything that you want to create is already there. Your job is to connect yourself to it." Faith is connecting to who you want to be, to what you want to do, and what you want to experience. Faith is the awareness of who you want to be, and it's connecting to that internal wisdom of what's most important to you, so that you are choosing and creating the life of your dreams and desires, so that you are living your truth. Faith is that feeling of knowing that you can trust your internal guidance system. Faith is that feeling of gratitude that you can pull from those moments of frustration and fuming into living gracefully with gratitude, asking what's most important to me. Faith is trusting your inner wisdom, that you can trust your journey with all the twists and turns like a roller coaster, with all the detours of driving in the dark, with all the ups and downs of being on a teeter-totter. If you are like me, it can be really hard to have that trust in your life. Like when I was driving lost in the dark with all those thoughts zipping through my mind. Where am I going? Where is life leading? How am I going to get there? When am I going to get there? Faith is having that trust that you will get there because you are aware and connected to your inner wisdom, so that you are trusting your internal guidance system. The way that I connect to my inner wisdom, creating that internal guidance system, creating the trust in my life, are asking those questions. Am I fully living? What is most important to me? Are you asking yourself those questions? Am I fully living? What's most important to me? The truths in your life, awareness, connecting, and creating, create the trust for your inner wisdom and your internal guidance system that you will be living your truth. Connecting to yourself, creating the life that you want with your awareness, is trusting your internal guidance system. It is living your truth. Knowing what's most important to you is connecting to your inner wisdom. Knowing what your goals and what you want to experience with your growth is connecting to your inner wisdom. Connecting to your inner wisdom is what creates your internal guidance system so that you will live your truth. You are worthy and you are deserving to live your dreams and desires with purpose and passion. You have your inner wisdom to connect to and to trust. You are worthy and deserving to be your authentic, genuine being, doing what's most important to you, experiencing happiness and fulfillment so that you are creating the life of your dreams and living your truth. You are worthy and deserving to wake with energy, enthusiasm, and excitement, to experience, play, and create a new day. You are worthy and deserving to enjoy your life journey in the present moment. You're worthy and deserving to go to sleep feeling filled with love, joy, and gratitude for the day and for your life. You choose to trust your inner wisdom. You choose to follow your internal guidance system. You are always becoming. You are always creating. Today, you are more than you were yesterday. And tomorrow, you are more than you are today. You know where you are right now, what detour you're on, what twist or turn up or down that you might be on right now. And you also know where you are going. I challenge you to be aware of what's most important to you. I challenge you to connect to your inner wisdom. I challenge you to trust your internal guidance system, choosing what's most important to you so that you are creating the life of your dreams and desires. I challenge you to live your truth. I love and appreciate you. Create your life. Live your truth.
Thank you, Erin Berry. So now it's time for our offering, and then we'll do our closing circle. As a reminder, we're an independent organization, mostly dependent on your donations and volunteerism. So please dig deep. We need to devote quite a few funds to keep this beautiful building up. And also check out on our website, because you can donate there on a regular basis. Giving a sustaining donation through our website on a regular basis also greatly helps us. Our ushers will bring the baskets forward.
When you walk down the street, you see the same people that you always meet. Don't be surprised if I walk on by without 'em looking back, waving or saying hi. This time I'm gonna take a different road. Let's hope it takes me up behind below. So this won't last. Gonna take a different road home. I'm sick of seeing the same old thing, the same old breed and the same old steed. I'm sick of making the same old bread, the kind you eat and you're still not fed. I'm gonna take a different road. Let's hope it takes me up behind below. So this won't last. I'm gonna take a different road home. You see, I keep on making the same mistake, the kind I give and the kind you take. So I know I won't fall down and cry if I don't think twice to even say goodbye. I'm gonna take a different road, take it up behind below. So this won't last. I'm gonna take a different road home. I am gonna take a different road home. I'm gonna take a different road home. I'm gonna take a different road home.
Okay, if you'll join me in blessing all of this green. God's perfect love, flowing through me, blesses and multiplies all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I am. Oh. So now let's circle up. Maybe we'll circle around the center section and we'll have our closing circle. Also, afterwards, there are some flyers out there in the garden room about Erin and some of her talks and workshops. So go out there and check out some literature too.
You're going to give us words of wisdom.
I am. Okay. Take a nice deep breath in and connect to your heart, asking what's most important right now. Get connected to your heart space, get connected to your inner wisdom so that you can go out and create the life of your dreams and desires. Connect to what's most important to you so that you can be your authentic, genuine being, doing what's most important to you, experiencing happiness and fulfillment, creating the life of your dreams and desires. Take another deep breath in. Enjoy your life journey, living your truth. Thank you. Have a beautiful day.